what's up? Welcome to my channel. As you can see, I am surrounded by shoes. I went on to SHEIN because I have recently done a wig review from this company and I was really impressed with the price point and the quality. So naturally, I wanted to have a look at what else they sold, and like, they sell literally everything. One of my obsessions is chunky shoes. It's a recent obsession. I've got a bunch of Nikes and stuff that I'm like in love with. I get loads of compliments on them, and when I saw that SHEIN had them as well, I just had to buy some. But more so because I'm intrigued myself as to the quality. I was obsessed with the styles and I just wanted to see what they were like. I have watched a few other videos of people doing reviews on these and they were totally in love with them. They had some issues with sizing and things, but also reading the reviews on the website, it just seemed too good to be true. So I've gone and spent money on 7 pairs, I think it is, and I'm gonna try these on for you and give you my thoughts. So one thing I did want to note before we get into the try on haul, I think I figured out the best way to purchase shoes on SHEIN. What I did is I based it off the centimeters. So I've got a comfy pair of Skechers that tell me I am a 37 and it was like 23 something centimeters. Because those shoes are so comfortable for me, I based what I purchased from SHEIN on the centimeter sizing, so I suggest doing that. In some cases, the sizing that was closest to my centimeters from my Skechers weren't available, so that's why I bought a different one, but it worked for every single pair. So I really recommend go off your centimeter measurement, not the 38 or 39 euro, whatever you're gonna look at. I received these just a couple of days ago, and I was too excited to actually show you guys what I got, but I did make a point of trying some of these on and wearing them for a long period of time to give you an idea of how comfortable they are. Okay, really impressed with shipping. I purchased these on the 25th of December and they arrived a few days ago, today being the 13th, so they must have been like the 10th. It was meant to arrive on the 17th, so for the second time, this company has shipped faster than their estimated shipping. This happened with my wig haul as well, which I will link down below, but that only took 15 days. Now, I cannot remember the names of these shoes, so I'm going to go into the app and click on these so I can actually reference these for you, and I'll let you know the sizing that I got as well. So let's start with pair number 1. Okay, this pair here is called a low top lace up chunky sneaker, and this is in Euro 37. I paid $40.60 New Zealand for them. They look like this on the website and they look identical in person. So really happy. They come in black, red, and white. Now, these shoes, when you put them straight on your feet, feel like socks. They are super, super comfortable. I will try to describe these as best as I can and without taking too much time because we've got a lot of pairs of shoes. Okay, so the laces, in my opinion, are obviously just for looks. There's not too much you can do for the top of the shoe to tighten it. I would say if you've got larger feet, great, but because mine are skinnier, this just tightens as much as it tightens, and great. It doesn't really do a lot. It pulls it in maybe millimeters. The actual sock material, this feels really good. I was quite impressed with this feel. I don't really know what to expect. I don't own any shoes like this, but it feels really good. The part that doesn't feel good is the sole. This works. This feels very cushioned, but the actual material at the bottom feels like a cheap toy tire from a kid's store, like the tires off a truck, like a monster truck. That's what this material reminds me of, and I would say I would call these sliding death shoes because, as you can see, super shiny, no grip. This just makes it look like there's grip, but the actual material is very smooth. So that's why I kind of feel like it's like the tire tread on a toy monster truck or something like that. I wore these for a good amount of time. It was maybe a few hours. My feet were not sore, but I could tell where they weren't being supported, so it was just like a little bit of a, oh, my foot is starting to ache there, but it was not unbearable and I could totally just push through it. So that's that pair. The next pair that I got was Holographic lace up front chunky sneakers. I paid $37.62 New Zealand for these, and these are in Euro 37. They look like this on the website, and they look like this in person, so exactly the same. Really impressed. What I'm liking about SHEIN so far is they are taking legit photos of their products, and the reviews are from buyers, so we're actually posting up legit photos as well, so that transparency, I'm loving that. This is really pretty. Again, this part doesn't feel too bad. It feels like what you would think it would feel like. It's just that shiny kind of like plasticky type material. The laces are an odd material, very cheap, but like they're not gonna break on you or anything. They just feel like plastic laces, but they've got a shine to them as well. They're not just white. You could take these out and just put a normal white lace in, and that could be really good, but yeah, I like the overall look of these. The part that feels really cheap again is the base. They are super light. I feel like this feels more expensive than this, and again it's fake tread, so it's just like, I don't know how these would go if it was raining and then you went into the mall. I don't know if you guys have experienced that, but you can end up sliding your way through the mall and just really having to focus on your foot placement. But really comfortable. I didn't have an issue wearing these for an hour or two. I haven't had a chance to wear a lot of these for a very long period of time, but these ones were comfortable. I would say if you have orthotics or something like that, or just some like slips for your shoes, that you would be able to wear a lot of these a lot longer. So maybe look for some of those that are comfy for you and give you foot support to slide into the shoe. But yes, these are, I'm stoked on these. I think they're a really stunning look, and there's no movement in this base at all. That was the other thing, is I cannot bend this or budge it at all. If I pick up that black shoe that I just showed you, you can see the difference. Like this bends loads. So this has got a lot of good foot movement, so a lot more comfy when it comes to that, versus obviously this is like not gonna do a single thing. So maybe where the orthotic comes in handy. I think these are my favorite pair out of the whole haul, but these are the white lace-up Daycore wide fit sneakers. So similar shoes, this is just the smaller, like more flexible pair than this one. This is more like dressy, but these are so stunning. I'm obsessed with these. I just wore them out this morning shopping, so yeah, that would have been what, a few hours, and it is super, super comfortable. There was certain areas, again, you can see I wore them out. There were certain areas as part of my foot, in the ball of my foot, that wasn't supported. So again, if I get an insole for these, I think they're gonna be super comfy. But the look of these and how wearable, obviously being white, I can put them with all my dresses. I've got some height gained. They were comfy. This is great material. I'm again really impressed by this. The sole is not as cheap feeling as the other one, so this does bend. It's not like the sole of these shoes here, but it's yeah, really impressed with these ones. I would say for a comparison, it's like buying shoes from the Warehouse or Kmart here in New Zealand, and I guess that's like Walmart, or if you just think like your cheapest stores that sell everything, I guess it's kind of like those ones with the kind of material that you're getting, but just cooler styles. These did smell quite interesting when they first arrived, but they don't smell anymore, so a few days and that smell's gone, but I am in love with these. So these ones here were $38.95 New Zealand. They come in black, red and white, and I got the size Euro 38. Okay, a pair that I was really excited about but I'm slightly disappointed with is the letter print chunky sole trainers. These are in a Euro 38. I paid $42.50 for them. They look like this on the website and look like this in person. So these are very cool shoes. They've got a lot of different detail. I'm just obsessed with the look of these. Something like, you can see the cow print here and here. There's actually a like, I call it a floating back to the shoe, but it's a hole in the back of the shoe, so you've got that look there. The only thing is they're not comfortable because of this. I just haven't quite got them to sit properly, but if I wore thicker socks, I think I would be fine. I just need to mess around with them a bit more just to understand how that's meant to sit comfortably on the back of my heel. It's also this part here. There's a wee square here. This is quite hard, and that's what's on your heel. So it's just trying to understand the shoe a bit better. So far I'm just a bit irritated by it. It's got a lot of weird print on it, but I guess overall from a distance it's all good. This just says fashion sport. The soles again don't move at all. I can't bend them. Again, sliding death shoes, because this will be very slippery. There is no actual grip on these. They don't feel grippy at all. But it is a really cool shoe. So I haven't been able to wear this one for a very long period of time just because this has been bothering me. But if I figure it out, potentially, like, I'm not disappointed, I actually just don't know yet, but so far from just trying it on a couple of times, I just haven't quite been able to get this to sit comfortably yet. So I will try it with longer socks. Was very excited about these shoes as well. These are the lace up front high top knit sneakers. I paid $49.41 for these New Zealand, and they are so cool. I walked walked to the beach in these yesterday and back to the beach playground and back, and I had no issues. I could tell that if I was to wear them for maybe 6 hours of walking, not tramping walking, just walking about in the mall or going wherever, they'd probably bother me a wee bit. I love the detail of these and just the overall look. I think they're super wearable. They would look stunning with black pants, or I wore them with my more, I don't know what you'd call it, edgy kind of style of dress.
This is something we have no control over, and that's what destiny is.
But yeah, I really like them. The laces don't really do anything, kind of like their other shoe. They might tighten them a wee bit, but they're more so for looks, just because this is a sock shoe, so it might tighten them like a few millimeters, but that's about it. I like this detail. Just overall, they're just a very cool shoe. This feels fine, great, you know, as much as you can say about it, and this is cheaper looking. So unfortunately, if people were to come up close, you could probably tell these are a cheap shoe, but from a distance and just for aesthetics, really, really cool. Wore them for a longer period of time, did some actual walking in them, and yeah, they were comfy enough, so I can keep wearing these. I'm really happy about that. Okay, 2 pairs of shoes left. One pair is because I love them, oh my god, and the other pair is like, I'm gonna buy these because the reviews are really great and everyone keeps getting complimented on them and they were eye-catching, and I don't know, I just really wanted them. So we'll start with this pair here. So these are the Neon Lime Low Top Knit Chunky Sneakers. I paid $44.56 for them, and these are in €37. So these are so bright. They're like brightening up my face. What the hell? If you're wondering why my teeth are really white, it was in one go that I got them to this, and I've still got 5 days left of doing this. And I'm really impressed, but the process is horrid. That video is coming soon, and I'm just like... Anyway, shoes, oh my god, they're lighting up my face. Okay, so these are obviously very, very bright. They look super sporty. Just letting you know, don't do any sports in them. That's going to do no benefits to your feet, and you'll probably just snap your neck by falling over on these slidey death bases. So the detail is obviously very cool. I am not shocked people get great compliments on these. Haven't worn these for a long period of time yet. Again, this material does feel great and sturdy and whatever. This feels cheap, and it feels cheap when you wear this one, and because it's got the holes in it for the detailing, I just feel like that makes it even more weak. I would say if you stood on a nail, it would go straight through. It just feels like playground material, like if you were to buy mats from like a kid's store for the floor or something like that, or I don't know, it just feels very toyish. This doesn't do anything. This is purely for looks, if you're wondering. But yeah, I can't comment on how comfy they are at this point because I have only tried them on for the video. Like the look, like the style, these just feel very cheap to me. Last pair of shoes. I love these, but these are not very like New Zealand style, though I don't care. Okay, so these are the lace-up front letter graphic chunky sneakers. I paid $40.60 New Zealand, and these are €38. They look like this on the website and like this in person, and I love these, but I feel like these are the most outrageous for people here. Like I can get away with all those ones, and then these ones are just like quite chunky, but I really like them. The top again feels like good material. So you can tell here because it's printed this way, it's because this on this side is functional, so you can pull on that and it pulls the lettering through, but it doesn't lock. So even if you pull it, it just falls back when you've got it on your foot. It doesn't hold. You could potentially add something to that to have kind of like button maybe added. So if you were to pull this, you could do to fit yourself, I don't know. The bases are slightly more bendy than the other shoes that I've tried, so I'm stoked about that, and there's a little bit more grip, though again it's mostly just the way that it's been manufactured to look like it's got grip, but yeah, it's a little bit better than a lot of those shoes. I like the detail of the laces pulling into the black and white on the side, and also the speckles on the base pulls into that black and white look as well, and you've just got the grey on each side. But I really loved these. I thought they were super, super cool. They are massive. They are really different. I just like them. I just really like these. So that is it for my chunky shoe haul from SHEIN. I really hope you found that helpful. please let me know if there's any other types of shoes you would like me to purchase and do a review on. I'm gonna keep going with these SHEIN videos just because I'm just so intrigued by what's available and all that kind of stuff, and just the quality of stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing these, so definitely let me know down below if there's anything in particular you think would be good to do a video on, and I will make sure I do that. But I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this. I hope you have a lovely day or a great sleep if you're going to bed. Thank you for your time and for watching, and I will see you in the next video.